Hello guys, welcome to MBT Mining. Today we're going to be talking about how to install Ubuntu in a VMware ESXi, and this is the video where we're going to be explaining as to how to download any OS for that matter. But for an example, I'm going to install today Ubuntu in a VMware server, which we have installed in the previous video. We'll leave the link below. If you want, you can watch that video to install VMware on a server and how to install Ubuntu on a VMware server. So here's the website where you can download the Ubuntu. Ubuntu.com/download/desktop is a website where you need to download the Ubuntu from. I'll leave the link below for this as well, and click on the download here. And once you click on the download, move to the VMware by typing in the IP address of the VMware server. It will take you to this page, and there on to your left you will find a virtual machine. Click on that, and you will find an icon called create/register VM. Click on that. Here you can see create a virtual machine. Select that and click next, and give the name for the virtual machine whatever you want. For example, I'm gonna give it as VMware Ubuntu, because it is going to be Ubuntu installation. The first, you don't have to change anything. Select the guest OS family as Linux, and the third guest OS version will be Ubuntu 64-bit. Select that and click next. And hard drive is where we're going to install it to the main storage. The partition will come in the next screen, so click on next. This is where you customize the number of cores and number of the size of the hard drive and the RAM size that you're going to allocate for this particular OS. It's like installing a Windows on a desktop. How you partition the hard drive for installing Windows. There you will not be able to allocate any kind of RAM or the space, but just the hard drive space. But the cores and the memory you will not be able to allocate. But here, this is the advantage. I'm going to be selecting 8 cores and 8 GB of RAM is what I'm going to use for this VM. And hard drive, I'm going to be setting it to 250 GB. The next is host device, where your image is going to be picked up from. Once you have the downloaded image can be pushed to the hard drive, you'll have to create a folder here in this data store. You'll have to create a directory as ISOs. I have created it already, and you'll have to click on upload and select the image of Ubuntu that you downloaded before into the download folder. So here's the image. Once you select that, it'll get uploaded here. So select the Ubuntu image and click on select. That's it, and click on next and click on finish. Once that is done, it will create a Ubuntu VM here. So we've just moved the image and created a virtual thing. After this, click on Ubuntu and click on this play icon. Now the installation will begin, and this is exactly like how you install Windows on a desktop. Click on enter, and it will take a while to start installing. Just follow the on-screen instruction and just have to install it. The advantages of virtual machine is basically operational flexibility, reducing overhead, centralization, disaster recovery, and scalability. So you can have many different types of OS installed in the same VM, and you can use transfer data between different OS instead of having different PCs or systems to run different services. You can run it in one single server with different VM. So that's the advantages of having a VM. So this is Coco, and the ones now the installation is complete. Click on restart. So it's done finally. Now it will reboot. You'll have to wait for it. So on to your left, you can see the screen. Now click on enter. Anyway, we don't have a media in it, so it was just uploaded from the drive. So hit on enter. Now the system is rebooting. Type in the password. Okay. Now it's installed. click on skip. No, don't send, and next, and done. Ubuntu is installed, and finally now you have Ubuntu VMware. So you can browse. So it's basically like a system within a system. So like this, you can install many number of OS within this virtual machine, test or any purpose. That's about it. In case if you have any questions or doubts, you can always feel free to reach out to me. Thanks guys. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe this video. Have a good day.